Hola, Dick.
Hola.
¿Cómo ha ido la semana? ¿Cómo llega el equipo después de ganar en casa? Y si hay alguna novedad respecto a las altas y a las bajas que tendremos el domingo.
Yeah, of course, after win, it's always better. But the feelings, for me, what I see during training, I think, how can I explain it good, is I think I always see almost the same, how they behave and how they train and how they want to improve. And of course, when you win, the next day is always better than the day when you lose. But in general, I think we have a good progress in that. When we lose the game, that's how we react and how we train and how we do things, and also in the way how we win. We try to be always the same, to be happy, to get more improvement, because if you feel better and good in yourself, the improvement will be better. And this also, sometimes you need to show when things are not going well. What is probably hard, but they also need to learn. And yes, at this moment we are happy, but we also know there is not a lot of difference between a lot of teams. You also see this in the league, you also see it with the points. So when we want to keep up where we are now or even do better, we just need to win. Yeah, tomorrow we make a decision about Salva, if he is in the squad or not. Today was a good day for him. The whole week was quite good, but today he did everything with the group. So if he reacts good and tomorrow he has a good day, then probably he's in the squad. Loten and Camara are still out.
Buenos días, Dick. Te quería preguntar por el rival, un equipo que se ha convertido en una especie de matagigantes. Viene de ganar en el campo del Cádiz. Imagino que va a llegar con la moral por las nubes. Lo habéis analizado, imagino. ¿Qué tipo de partido esperáis y cómo crees que puede llegar el rival cada partido frente al Castellón este domingo?
No, what I already said about every team. I think everybody can win from each other and we can also lose from each other. I think they had a good result last week. They have overall good results. They have good results at home. So we know what to expect. We know what to do when we want to win there. And this is what we're going to try to do. But we know that they are a good team also at home, and that they can be dangerous in all sort of aspects what they have.
Hola, Di, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes. Incidiendo un poco con Loten y Camara, no sé cómo está la cosa, porque bueno, el caso del francés del OTAN parece que recae, no sé, un poco también si condiciona de alguna forma el planificar la Copa, que se va a jugar a finales de mes, pero bueno, viendo que son rotaciones con esas lesiones, no sé si preocupan de alguna forma.
No, I'm not worried about them. With Loten, we needed to do a step back because we had like a second diagnosis about him that was a little bit different. So we needed to treat him differently. Camara, we all know, we signed him. He was injured and he will be out for a certain time. We look daily by daily how he is working. In that way, about the rotation, you already see sometimes we rotate. Last week we also did like two players rotation, because I think we have more players who can play. Only in the start of the season you start with a certain 11 and you go into the season. Now last week there were some players who played with maybe a little bit of a problem. Maybe they are now out this weekend. We will make a decision tomorrow, so probably maybe we rotate again some players. We did this already with Mojita, so these kind of things will be normal for us to go into the season, because it's going to be a long season with a lot of games coming, especially in 2-3 weeks we have a lot of games. So in that way, I think for us it's normal, and I hope that they are fit and that we have around the winter and after the winter that we have the total squad there to compete further.
Hola Dick, volviendo al partido contra el Eldense, me imagino que la intención es la de mantener la buena dinámica fuera de casa. El Castellón está sacando muy buenos resultados lejos de Castalia, y me imagino que mantener también los buenos números de Dick Schreuder, porque son 50 partidos que decíamos el otro día, has ganado el 62% de esos partidos, que es un porcentaje muy alto, y además mirando también datos que acababa de publicar ahora Guillermo Viciano, decía que el Castellón es el segundo equipo que más tira entre palos de la Liga, solo superado por el Levante. Es decir, la intención es, me imagino, la de seguir con esa buena dinámica, esos buenos datos, esos buenos números, para ganar en un campo difícil como es el campo del Eldense.
I think the away games for us, we already changed the mentality. I think last year, before I came, they only had the year before 4 wins in 4 away wins. So that was in the way how I look at it and how I want to approach the game, and in the philosophy is not a lot. So I'm already happy with how we do it now away, and we just need to maintain that. In the end, if the numbers are if the numbers stay like this, probably we will have a very good season. So in that way, I can be happy about the numbers about myself. But in the end, for me, it's about Castellón. It's about the team. I know this is going to be a little bit different season, but in that way, we want to compete. We want to compete better at home. I think we played good games at home. What we could have won, but we didn't. And now we have a difficult away game again, but I think in the way how the team is preparing themselves every week, every day, that we see it as the same, home and away, and this is also what we want to do this coming Sunday.
Sí, le quería preguntar por Jethro Willems, que cómo ve su evolución, cada vez está teniendo más minutos y lo ve preparado ya para ser titular.
Yes, with Jethro, he came in. We had a different plan with him for longer. At this moment, he's getting better and better, and yeah, maybe there comes a time also that he will start. Also, when we talk about rotation, so this is also a perfect moment this coming weeks to see if he can be ready to start the game. But that doesn't count only for Jethro, that is also for other players who probably get more opportunities to play, but this we will see game by day, and day by day, because also we have to look into the trainings, in the availability of players who are training. Till now this is very good, but sometimes we also can rest someone to be better prepared for the next game, and in this case with Jethro, I think he came in a different plan, also to work with me, and yeah, I think he's now in a sort of stage that he probably could start a game, and then we need to see if he can play 90 minutes. This we don't know, but yeah, in the end we have to see when we start him how far we come, but maybe also we need to stop him to be available for more weeks and more time to prepare him. In that way, every player has that plan, and there's also, for example, with Salva, he comes back, it's a lot more difficult because he was almost 5 months or a little bit longer out. Yeah, we don't have really games to play him, like to give him play time. So in that case, we try to do this in training to prepare him well for the minutes what he maybe gets, and then hopefully we can give him also minutes, but maybe it's a little bit too early this weekend, but for the coming weeks.
Sí, la última por mi parte, Dick. Va a ser el primer desplazamiento importante de la temporada de aficionados. Ya ha habido en varios campos, pero en este caso por la cercanía, Elda está muy cerca de Castellón, van casi 760 aficionados. Me imagino que es un aliciente más para intentar sacar los 3 puntos, ¿no?
I don't want to say it's almost normal for us when we play away that there are a lot of fans from us. I think it's very special. This is also, I think, good for the players to see in the way how they perform, how they do, because if you perform not good or not well, sometimes the supporters are a little bit less to travel. In this way, I also think the supporters show their they're proud in the way how the team is performing, in the way how we do things at the moment, and that there are a lot of supporters coming. This will give us always a boost if things are going well or not well. In that case, it always helps when there are supporters, and we are very happy with it. And I also know that the players and also staff, we always talk about it, that it's like it's not like a big family, but it looks like a good small family at the moment who's doing things together, and that's also how we feel it. And we also, I already can thank them now, but I also know that the players really thank them after the game, but also are grateful during the week about it. They see, they feel it, and they love it, by the way.
Preguntar por Calatrava, de los 3 futbolistas que han participado en al menos 3 goles en lo que llevamos de temporada, Raúl Sánchez y de Miguel han sido los otros 2. Calatrava es el que menos minutos ha jugado, el otro día ya fue titular. ¿Qué valoración hace de la adaptación del jugador, de la proyección de Calatrava dentro del equipo, de las prestaciones sobre el terreno de juego?
No, I think he adapts well. His development is also good. It's the same. It was a player to see a young player comes from a bigger club. Is already used to a lot of things what we do, also to a lot of things what he didn't do. So this has to do with our different type of game. He adapted well. I think we also gave him all the time to adapt well, and when last week came the opportunity to play him and maybe to rotate a little bit, he could show from the start what he could do. I think he did a good job, but it's just the start, we have to see how we and him are going to do this further, but we are very happy with his performance. We are happy with his daily work, so I think he works very hard for it, and it's a good example for players who come new to adapt quick, but also we know there will be a time that it is maybe a little bit more difficult, and then we also need to protect the player. Then maybe we also need to rest the player and to rotate the player in the other way, so to help him and to stay focused and to develop. So this is always when you pick a team with 11 players, there are always a lot of other players who don't play. There are some reasons for, maybe they are not in a good form, maybe they are not in a good shape. All these kind of things we take in account, and we try to give them the right path to be a starter and to be important for the club.